Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Tube Talk with D today. Today, of course, I'm going to have some hot topics today. One concerning, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Let me get, if I can, for you guys to at least like the video. If you come to the video, please like it. At least like it. Leave me a comment. Leave me your page. Leave me your, where I can subscribe to support you. But, you know, like and comment, please. Show me a little support. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I like to do in my spare time. I've just started kind of doing it. And it seems every time I come on here, I'm rushed. I always have something to do. But it's like it's my best time because, you know, I'm home alone this time of day. The kids are at school. They're getting ready to come home. And I try to get a video in. But I was going to wait. But I'm like, let me go ahead and do this video now. Now! Let me do this video now. So, thoughts. There's confirmation that we have Brian Laundrie's belongings identified. Okay? Thoughts, feelings, questions, concerns, you know, how are you guys feeling about this? You know, they have now found some things in a place, and I find it very bizarre that his parents were actually found the things, but they're not yet convinced that the human remains that authorities have, you know, found and confirmed to be human remains. The family is not yet convinced that they're Brian's. I find that totally strange and bizarre because this is an area where they went to actually look for him just prior, before all of this went national and public. You know, so I'm kind of like, this is kind of bizarre. This is kind of weird. How would they know to go to this area? How would they know to go to this spot? It's like they knew, or they know something, and they have kind of led the authorities there to that spot to give the situation, or give the case closure, in other words. So you know, it's a strong possibility that Brian's remains have been found in Florida, or in a Florida park. And it's so bizarre because it's not far from where he lives. It's not far from where his family lives. You know, so it's kind of like there were little bitty things that were leading up to this very piece of information that is coming in right now at this moment. So it's a strong probability that Brian Laundrie's remains are found in the Florida park. You know, that's what the family attorney is saying. And that's what we know. You know why? Because there was the backpack, the remains, and then they say the condition in which the remains were found. And I say that in reference to the condition in which some of the belongings were found. They say it appeared that those things had been submerged in water. Okay, do you hear me? Like, and this is, I hate to make it sound like this, but this is the kind of typical thing that we kind of expected to hear in this situation. You know, when it kind of came down to this, that you have to admit to yourself, this was not going to last forever. We weren't going to be able to look for this one individual forever. You know, The attorney goes on to say it's quite sad. You can imagine as a parent finding your son's belongings alongside the remains. So they don't know that the remains are Brian's, but they do know that the belongings that were found beside the human remains are indeed definitely Brian Laundrie's. Okay? So I'm sitting here, you know, in front of my little setup, and I have a pair of shoes. I have a pair of tennis shoes that are actually sitting right here beside me on the floor. I have a pair of tennis shoes here. I must have come in the other afternoon and kind of kicked my shoes off, and I kind of just, you know, threw them along here on the floor. So let's say if I was out in the wilderness and I was found, and maybe these are some of my belongings, you know, which would be my shoes. That's a belonging of mine. But here where my setup is are some human remains. So my shoes being here would kind of maybe lead you to think that the remains would be the persons whose belongings or shoes that are laying right next to the remains. There's got to be a lot of questions that are going on, but at this point, there's a lot of speculation. I wish the parents would just come forward and let us know what is what's really the truth. I think we all deserve to know what the truth is. Not even the public, but for Gabby Patel's, for her family's closure. And as far as Jaylee Day, you know, are we still looking for his? Are we even trying, even though it's not public, are we even behind closed doors, even rallying to find out what happened to this young man and his organs? We have to do better, America. And with that being said, a 61-year-old man has married, yes, walked down the aisle and married his 18-year-old goddaughter. Mike Haughabook and Deja Haughabook are now married. They're married as of late September. She's 18. But if you dig a little deep, you'll find out he's been touching her since she's been 16, maybe 14. But he claims her publicly on his Facebook page as his goddaughter. That's his goddaughter. Not only that, bombshell, he was in a relationship with the mother for years. Been knowing the little girl since she was 2. Okay, not gonna say anything about that. Listen, I'm so busy. I wish I had more time. That's all I have for today. Please make sure you hit that like and comment button. Hit the thumbs up. Give me at least one like. Let me know how I'm doing. I'll give you more. I'll find more time. I'm actually finding this a little bit interesting. I'm still watching this Brian Laundrie case. I don't know why it has me so fascinated, but I can almost confirm from the information that I'm getting right now that those human remains are definitely Brian Laundrie's. This has been Tip Talk with Deep. Until next time.